Hail and well met. Welcome to Chapter 12 of Book 2 of the Westgate Irregulars campaign. I am Erik Ch12, the exceptionally tall, you'll have to take my word for it, DM of this campaign. And these are the Dungeon Scrawlers. This is the third week that we have Alexander Pitchford guest playing as Shae Darksong, everyone's favorite spy and journalist. As in, she's keeping a journal of our adventurers' records. And I say favorite, but she's really the only one, aside from Thane, who is releasing the unauthorized chat.
What?
Well, even if there were two, you'd be our favorite.
Tell us about Shae, Allie.
Shae is you gave a good rundown, but she's a former irregular herself, the right hand of Illyria Nathalan, and everyone's favorite shadow-dwelling chaos gremlin. So
Awesome. And for our regular team of irregulars, take it away, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga, a 6-book series set in the Forgotten Realms. I play Cilia, who is definitely not a warlock. I'm going to tell you really quick about our sponsor. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, which includes Frida and Havilar, and now Mahen from the Brimstone Angels saga. He just arrives today with the Great Modron March. So you can unlock him, get him in your formation, have the whole little family together. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and web, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. If you type in the command at the bottom of the screen into the chat, we love codename, it will give you a chest code for an Electrum chest. So get that, pop that in for your free Electrum chest. Let us stick around and let us know what you got. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check them out at idlechampions.com.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy is Rhiannon Held, and space opera is RZ Held. And I play Artemisia, a half-elf sorcerer who really likes lightning.
Hey, I'm Ying Wang. I'm a writer and a filmmaker, and I play Stong MacGuck, a half-orc bard.
I am Stephen Merlino. I play Scourge, who is an arcane trickster and diviner.
And I'm Randy. I play Rogar Battle Baron, a dwarf cleric who of life and love.
Excellent. Well, we got the recap, so we basically know where we are. We are starting off right where we left it last time, with Rogar coming into this cave and finding Shae. So your dark vision pierces the darkness, and you see Shae half sitting, half kneeling, and holding something. And when she turns to you, this golden orb falls out of her hand, and her mouth is full of sharp fangs. And then roll initiative.
I rolled and I got a 20, which I thought was awesome until she rolled and got 22.
No.
And
All right.
I forgot to click the token first, so it didn't automatically. I can do it again since I didn't win anyway. I can roll it again. But let's see what I get this time. 19. Wow,
Hey,
that's nearly as
I
nice.
can you roll 20.
Excellent. Good for you. She still beat you, but that's okay. I realize that I don't think I actually have a character sheet for Ruan, so I'm just going to roll his initiative like this.
I like the map.
So we're in a cave outside the hot springs. We were chasing Fane and found instead a cursed orb, apparently.
Indeed. So, yeah, Ruin is going nice and last because, he's starting.
nice and last.
Okay, Shae, you get to go first.
Oh boy.
What do you do?
You know Rogar
Well-
likes you, right? Like,
I know that. I feel actually.
Do you know what's going on with you? Like, does she get any, direction? What's her motivation, DM?
I have talked to her about this,
Okay.
but in this case,
The
her
rest of us can be
motivation is
surprised.
kill everything in sight.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Correct.
not a great motivation, but it's what I have.
Rogar wraps a towel around his eyes to blind himself because he thinks if she can't see him, if he can't see her, she can't see him.
But you have to.
Jay, when you turn okay, so your
Sorry,
world is
okay.
filled with darkness and cold and fury, and you look around and you see Rogar, and he is a spot of warmth and heat beating, boom, 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 beating a little faster now, boom, 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 and
That's
you
not a good
are
sign.
very, very, very hungry. Please
Yeah.
do what you can to feed.
All right. Well, that actually does change what I was intending to do a little bit. I think I will use my cunning action to shadow dance behind him
Okay.
if I can.
man.
Yep.
And then I will
He's gone.
use
Good.
I'll use my vampiric bite melee attack.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
chance,
it's
Rogar, for Ruin to prove how much he loves you.
Not
Yeah, that's right.
great.
Well, the
I
good
only got
news
an
is,
11.
I think an 11 is not going to hit Rogar. But I believe you have advantage because, he's
Yeah.
not expecting it. And you
Okay.
did Shadow Dance behind him. So,
I'll give it another go.
yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
She wants to pop
Hi-
open that can of mini Pepsi and take a long
highly,
drink.
highly armored dwarf there. What is your
This was a 19.
20.
Whoa.
Okay. Nice.
You came in here with your shield equipped and everything?
I
You walked into a dark cave. I feel like that's plausible.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Would have.
All right. Shae's fangs skip off the armor plating around your neck. You're gorget there.
Oh,
She
Oh.
almost got you. Like you can feel them gnashing right next to your skin.
okay.
All right.
That's-
Anything else, Shae?
I mean, that's the mostly what I can do, I think.
Okay, Rogar, your turn.
Rogar stumbles back, which, turns around and tumbled back, which might give her an opportunity attack or whatever, but that's what he would do. He'd stumble back and he'd be like, whoa, you need to calm down, please.
Yes, Shae, if you would like to take an opportunity attack, you may.
Okay. I guess she'll try to bite him again.
Okay. Ha! She missed you again. This quarry is appearing to be somewhat troublesome.
It's a bit.
So you do a charisma save against all emotions. Charisma saving throw.
save.
Yep.
I-
All
Make
right.
your
I
charisma
can do
save.
that.
DC 16. Or whatever it is, or spell. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I only got a 14.
Okay. So the spell takes effect, and in this case, the world kind of grays out, and you don't feel any emotion of any kind, except for that hunger.
Oh, yeah. Because hunger's not an emotion.
So now,
Sure feels like it sometimes.
When you're hangry, yeah.
I will say this changes your motivation, because now you're not overwhelmed with rage, and instead you can think more tactically and logically. So
Okay.
good job, Rogar. What it did not do is it did not end any charm effect, which is what it would normally do if there were a charm effect.
Right.
But
Okay.
that does not seem to have transpired. Are you going to do anything with your bonus action, Rogar?
I mean, I moved. I would have brought the spiritual hammer, but I'll move the spiritual hammer between me and her.
Okay.
But I'm not going to strike her with it. No.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's enough space. Okay, now there's a spiritual hammer, the love stick, floating between the two of them. Okay. It is Ruan's turn. And he says,
Oh, and I would have shouted.
what's going on in there?
Shae seems very hungry and a little mad.
He comes climbing in through that gap in the stone.
In a bad way.
Oh,
Stay
like
away.
here he was going to talk her down, and then she's like,
Yeah. Bring her a sandwich. Yeah.
okay, he is going to try and hit Shae with his stick.
Good berry.
All right.
Okay, he says, "Oh no!" and he turns his stick into a shillelagh, and then he swings at Shae with it. So here we go.
All right.
I think that would be, well, I didn't add the bonus to it. I think that would be a 15. Does that hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, whiff. Shae dodges out of the way. Okay. Shae, it is your turn.
Ooh. Okay.
Now there are multiple opponents.
Yeah, this is true.
Or multiple snacks.
Exactly.
Yeah. All the juice boxes just showed up. Your selection of flavors.
Well, now
You
that
realize, yeah, you do realize that they are emotionally involved with each other.
yes, I do. Well, I think she's going to disappear again.
Okay.
And just to be fair too, if she is attacked, it ends the calm emotions spell. So
Oh, well,
Well,
in that case,
Now
the rage starts coming back.
I will.
well.
These squares are like really tight. Can I, where I put myself? Can I bamf over to there?
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm just gonna stab this time
Okay.
because she's got her rapier out and stabs with it.
Like it freaks up. I'm sorry. This is serious.
Ooh.
Stabs Ron.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
21.
All right, let's do the damage then.
Oh, he does have a character sheet. Oh, good. I was worried that I had not made a character sheet for Ruin.
Ooh. I'm not sure that other box. I don't know. I didn't say I was doing a sneak attack, so
Well, I mean, you are.
I
so,
am doing a sneak attack. Okay. Oof.
Like, you don't have to announce it. It just does the damage.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
So I guess it's the upper of those two numbers.
So let's see. You do no. It's both of those It's all of those numbers.
Oh no.
Ah.
So you do 30 points of damage to him.
Oh my
After
god.
do you roll a high
no.
number and say, "Oh no"?
So this blade of burning flame strikes out at Ruin, and he yelps in pain.
Oh, Ruan.
oh no, Rowan.
Okay. Anything else, Shae?
For the moment, no.
Okay. Rogar, your turn.
All right. Rogar will try to bop her on the head with the hammer of love. Maybe knock her out. Although I doubt it'd be enough to knock her out, obviously. So I'll do that. And then
I don't have it configured for you to control it yet, but I just
That's
did that.
fine.
So now you
Oh.
can move it yourself if you like.
oh, all right. +8. All right. Cool.
I'm just gonna move it right there arbitrarily.
25 to hit her. On
That'll
the head.
hit.
Wow.
And Roll20's doing really nice for me today. It's all been very high. 1d8 plus 4. Okay, roll. Slash roll. I'm like someone's grandfather. I have to like say everything out. I'm hitting the slash, the roll, the 1, the die, the 4.
Okay, Google, roll
you
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah. 8. 8 points.
Oh,
Massive
Google's
8
doing it
points
for
of
me on the
damage.
side. It's always
Okay.
listening.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Give her
Shae, 8 points of damage.
you get a little lump on
All
your
right.
head, and then I cast across to her and cast Greater Restoration, hoping that this is some kind of curse tied to the orb.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So.
Right.
Right. Yeah, one punch action. So yes, undo a curse. I don't think there's any kind of save or anything. I think it just happens. So if there's a curse, so all right, Sharon,
Thwack.
remove whatever curse be upon my friend.
Okay. Shae, are you going to accept that effect?
I mean, in my current state, I don't know.
Then I guess no. Go ahead and make a, I think, charisma save, please.
All right.
You can reject it?
Yeah.
Is that in? Is okay?
That seems really weird because if a curse like makes you like Shae doesn't want this curse. Is there no way to get the curse off
Realistically,
her
no.
then?
I shouldn't have asked. I should have just told you to make the save. Anyway, but you did not make the save. So, sure enough, this mantle of healing descends upon you, and for a moment, the hunger is dulled, and you become, you resume control of yourself. And now you are standing there discombobulated and confused.
Hey, are you all right, lass?
My head.
Oh, I'm sorry
What
about
hit
that. I'm sorry about that. You were being a little like, so I had to just, I was trying to just, gently dissuade you a little bit. Sorry about that.
Ruan
I
goes,
used-
well-
yeah, you were holding his burned arm.
Oh no. I go to him and I'll cast a Cure Wounds on poor Ruan.
What happened? Did I attack you?
I came in, you were holding that orb, and you looked at me and like you had all these fangs. You were like, and then I attacked.
Yeah, Shae, you look down at your hands, one of which is holding a lashiel, and the other is covered with this kind of black residue of some kind, like an
Ugh.
oily substance on your hand.
What
And
is this?
I don't think you were a vampire because I have a pickle in my pocket and you still attacked me. So I don't know. I don't know what it did to you.
And it feels
Mhm.
like it's scalding your skin, not because it's hot, but because it's cold. Like something is so cold that it's burning you, and you feel just sick, like your midsection is just roiling.
I need to get whatever this is. I need to get it off me. Is there something I can try to wipe this off on? Because I feel like
Oh, Ruin, do you
I'm
have
sure
some
I
kind
have
of
something.
prestidigitation or any like druid cleaning? I mean, you're in the wild all the time. You must get dirty. Like,
Says
I'm
that's-
sure you have something.
That's my sister.
Oh. But I mean, you're in the wild all the time, like all
Oh,
the mud and the.
I know this
gunk and-
excellent spell. It's called Druidcraft. Hold on.
Okay.
And he casts a spell, and like he opens his hands, and there's a sparrow there.
Oh,
I don't think that's
Wipe
helpful.
your hands off the sparrow.
still hungry.
Take it, use it like a sponge.
Well,
Do it,
first
do it, do it,
off,
do it.
She's still
I
peckish. You know, is
I
she a
have
bit?
like vials and stuff on me. I have vials. I
okay.
will.
Right. Well, you look at the wall as though to scrape your hand off on the wall or just something, and you see that this wall is caked with what looks like long dried blood, and this chamber is just full of like blood spatter and such, and claw marks all over. It just looks like the cave of some sort of wild beast.
I don't like
Also
this
full of
place.
bones,
Look at the bones.
small, mostly broken bones, and set into the ground.
Yeah.
You're still feeling really sick in your midsection, and you need
Yeah.
like some air. You need to get out of there.
Aye, maybe we
Yeah,
should.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna step out.
Don't forget to put
if-
the stuff in the vial.
Yeah, if I can, I'm actually gonna try to scrape some of this stuff off my hand into a vial
Okay.
and cork it,
Okay.
and then wipe whatever I can off on something
All
else.
You stick that in your belt, and your hands are shaking.
Yeah, like she'd be seriously trembling at this point.
Yep. All right, you stagger out into the night sky, and as soon as the cold air hits you, like you just feel like disgorging the contents of your stomach.
She will go off to the side and do so.
Okay.
She'll double over and just
So
yeah.
you just want to do it on the path? Do you want to go somewhere else up on the path? What are you gonna
Oh
do?
my god.
She'll
It's a bad
find
sign.
like a clear spot off to the side. So
Okay.
like she's not gonna do it on the path.
All
I
right,
love
you
that you've asked the question. If Shae's gonna barf, where would she barf? Like, what
Yeah,
kind
why
of
is this
person is Shae?
so Rogar
Character
and
building, if nothing
Rogar
else.
and Ruan are having their moment, in the cave, and he's healing Ruan. How much did you say you healed Ruan for?
Uh,
All right,
I
well, I'll
healed
let you
for-
calculate it.
yep.
And Shae, you kind of stagger up this northern path, and you find this overlook of like a waterfall and a pool down below, and there's this very, very old blood stain there,
Oh.
which looks. I mean, it seems kind of familiar, and you realize, oh yeah, this is where Illyris stabbed Cecilia that one time.
Ah, good memories.
That's right.
Bloodstained.
That's right. That's right. When I built this
Take
map,
his
I
place.
put in that blood stain just for that.
I mean, I want to say too. To be fair, I don't think Rogar would have let her out of his sight. If she,
Were you going to heal Ruin, or were you going to stop Shae?
well,
Now that you've seen she's gone, you can chase after her.
sure, I'll chase after her. Okay.
How much did you heal Ruin for?
17.
17. Okay. He's not fully healed, but that helps a lot. Okay. Yeah, Rogar, you head off after Shae, and you see that Shae is being violently ill on this overlook,
Barfing into a waterfall is classy. I'm just gonna
barfing
say
over a
it.
waterfall. That's right. And
Freaking
Play the,
classy.
play the classy spa music.
like her shadow behind her is, well, her shadow is large and all over the ground because she's in the direct moonlight, so her moon shadow is extending all around her, and it's thrashing about more than her body is, as though it has a life of its own.
I want to say also, I might have told Ruin to go find the other irregulars, bring them here quickly, kind of a thing.
Ruan coughs and says, I'll do what I can. Yeah.
And don't disappear. Just go get them and
Sorry.
come back.
Sorry about the stab wound.
And
It's going around.
and so Rogar, you're moving up toward her. You're like, maybe she needs help, but she's like retching really hard, like the kind of retching where you pull your chest muscles and then you're hurting for months afterward. Yeah.
I've done that.
And her shadow is moving more and more, and then you see a tendril, a black leg come pulling out of the shadow, and then another one. And then this creature rises up before you,
Right.
ripping itself out of Shae's shadow. Now,
Okay.
the rest of the team.
Yes. Thank you.
When last we left,
Your hit points are fine.
yeah. When last we left, you had found Scourge playing cards with the noble woman, who seemed to be very pleased, like it was just a nice, non-romantic date that they were on. And the sparrow comes flapping up toward you and lands on Cecilia's shoulder.
Do I recognize the sparrow?
No, it's just a sparrow.
I'm just gonna brush it off. I don't want bird poop on my clothes.
It goes, no, you have to come quick. Come quick.
Bark, bark. Do you want me to bark at it, Cecilia? Get it go away.
The rest of you just hear the sparrow going chirp, 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 chirp at Cecilia.
I go, where have you been, jerk? But it sounds like tweet, 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 tweet.
What do you mean? I just live in the tree.
Oh, it's not Rowan.
It's
Okay,
not
sorry,
Rowan,
I
it's
thought
just
you were
a sparrow.
someone else.
Your brother said to come get you.
Yeah, I bet he
Sent
did.
you a tweet.
Oh!
Okay, on principle, I'm not going.
150 characters or less.
Shae, you get inspiration.
That was a good one.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness. Okay, where?
We're gonna call this episode like midnight tweeting or something. Anyway, to the cave of the Beast Lord, the cave.
Cave of the
The
Beast
cave
Lord?
of the beast.
Look around at everybody and be
bodes
like,
well.
I don't know what's going on, but Ruan sent a bird.
Follow me, and then the sparrow
We're
goes,
supposed to follow the bird
starts flying off toward the
to the
northeast.
cave of the Beast Lord.
I feel like that name would have been useful last time.
I'll be really careful. Just I'll be prepared because it sounds like an ambush.
Bark, bark. Is this cave on the spa's brochure? Like, do we know anything about it?
I thought Stong was back to, or he's still a dog, or
Yeah. I
You
mean,
say
last
the dog.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stong transformed into a bloodhound, and then he jumped on the bed with Scourge, and then after he got off, he never transformed back. Not yet, anyways.
Ultimately, the question is, would it be more fun if Stong were a bloodhound? And the answer is yes. All right, so you go heading. Oh man, I tried to
I didn't mean
select
to do
all
that.
of you.
well, I mean, so if Stong is already a dog and we're like going somewhere at speed, like I think Artemisia is a wolf.
Part of me
like,
just looking for a reason.
pretty much.
If we're already.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah. Sarshan and Cecilia can both turn into wolves, and Scourge
Yeah, but
has.
it's harder for me to blast things if I'm a wolf. True.
Well, yeah,
I
but
don't want to. I guess I can run like a wolf and then I can turn back into a person to blast
Yeah.
things.
What
that's
I don't like
Artemisia
biting.
basically true.
I don't like biting.
And Scourge can run real fast because of the cunning action dash thing. So
All
anyway,
right.
you're headed off
Pack
to
of
the
dogs.
woods, following the sparrow, and you get to about here. Let me just move the map there, and you see Rogar backing down the trail somewhat, with his spiritual hammer waving around near him, and following him. Skittering and moving like some sort of insectoid creature is this massive thing. Let me see.
That's not on the brochure.
Yeah, why is there Beast Lord Cave at the hot springs? That's what I want to.
Established in 1237
Good question.
DR, the Beast Lord Cave.
Following him down the path
Hey.
is a towering creature consisting of a lean humanoid torso with claw-like fingers and a featureless face rising from a bulbous arachnid-like body of necrotic flesh. It has no face whatsoever, unless you count the gnashing, furious teeth on its thorax.
Ew.
Or on its abdomen, sorry, not its thorax.
Okay, that's gross.
They're just
Covered in mouths, just covered in mouths.
and the thing is dripping black ichor as it comes down the trail toward you. Well, toward Rogar, but it sees the rest of you. And there it is.
All right.
So now I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative, please.
So the Beast Lord.
Remember to
is
click your
a-
character and then roll.
The Beast Lord is a epithet for a god in the realms who's worshipped in the wilds. So probably that was already on the property, or maybe they just don't know about it because it's a very secretive worship.
Yeah. We'll just say the Malar cultists probably did not condone the building of a Sunite onsen on their ancestral lands.
You have done fine every time, roll 20, and now you're like, you didn't click anything. I'm like, I did so.
Whoa! I just rolled
Now
a
I have a
natural
3.
20.
I
for
went
my
from a
initiative.
9
Nice.
to a 19 to a 3.
I would say that how it sees you remains to be seen.
That's right. It doesn't have any eyes after all.
Oh.
It does have a head, but that head has no face. Only the mouths on its abdomen, which are constantly gnashing and leaking black sludge.
I want to play
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Idol's eyes without a face right now. Okay.
It's real gross. Stong, you are the first to go. What would you like to do?
I'm trying to see basically for polymorph if I wanted to drop it and change back to my normal shape. Does it take an action or is it just free? Oh, interesting.
No, I'm willing to hand wave it and just have you be you.
Oh, okay.
But you can do whatever you think is best.
I think maybe like for the cinematic effect, Stong will see this creature and ooh, 30. Okay,
It
maybe
is
he can
sor-
reach it.
It is surrounded by this like malaise of gloom and despair, just represented by the purple aura around it.
Yeah, so I think Stong, as his hound form, sees the creature, and then he gives like 2 barks, like bark, bark. Oh my God, what the f is that? And then he
Dog is a very efficient language.
yeah, and then he will charge towards it, and it's like mid stride. He's gonna leap at it, and then go out of polymorph, and then he's essentially activating dash. He wants to use his charger feet in order to hit it extra hard.
Okay. Cool.
So
Yes, Bard with a charger feet.
that's his personality.
I mean, the fact that Stong is basically an anamorph is kind of awesome.
It's
is
a
pretty
16
great.
hit.
No.
Oof. So he's gonna miss.
So you're attacking it with your sword, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you turn into yourself, and your sword bounces off its chitinous flesh.
Oh, guys, he's got a tough shell.
This close up, you are pretty sure that is a female-shaped form, but it's kind of hard to say because, like I said, it's not really a natural being of any kind.
It wants to lay its eggs in us, probably.
Ew!
It looks a bit like a drider for those who have seen driders, but like a really messed up version of one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Okay.
if the features were like elven.
Kind of vaguely. The humanoid form is kind of like a very skinny, contorted elven female form that's in agony. It has no face and it also has no arms. It's just a torso poking up out of this body.
Cool.
Okay. Shae, you managed to cough yourself back to your senses and you can go next. You see that horrific thing.
Oh, gods below! What is? I probably was too busy retching to even see what happened. Yeah.
It did feel like something came out of you, but you don't see any wounds or anything.
Okay. Well, if I'm back to my senses, I will try to attack it because that's wrong.
Okay.
I will just for the sake of narrative expediency, I will dance over if I can.
Sure.
I'm trying to figure out where the best square. It's like it fills several.
It's a huge
that?
creature, so it fills a 3x3 space.
Okay, so I'll be there. It will be. I'll come up behind it and try to stab it with Elashiel.
Okay.
Come up behind. Plus, shadow dancing does give me advantage. So,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Come on. Oh, now you're not going to do it. Okay. No, that's not going to be it.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
You
okay.
did not successfully strike it.
Wow. Okay.
The
We're just so
creature's
disturbed by it.
yes, the
Yeah,
creature's
Shae's.
faceless head turns to you, and like its bone structure moves as though it has a mouth, or it should have a mouth, and it's trying to scream at you.
Oh,
And I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, Shae.
oh. Luckily, I have a decent wisdom. I have an okay wisdom.
Awesome.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Mm.
That's not gonna do it though.
No, it's not going to do it.
All right, you become frightened as you see this nightmarish creature. It looks at you and it screams. You're not sure how. It doesn't have a mouth. Maybe all of its mouths on its abdomen are screaming. And then you see yourself covered in thousands of small spiders that all emerge out of your flesh and then start
Oh.
skittering along you.
I'm sorry, anyone who has arachnophobia.
And
Oh.
you are frightened.
Okay.
Are you going to do anything else?
Not at the moment.
Okay,
don't
so
think no.
while you are frightened, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear.
Okay.
But it frightened you while you were next to it, so you can stay there. You just can't move closer to it,
Yeah,
such as if it moves. And
I'll
then
stay here for now, but she's like freaking out, trying to like bat invisible spiders off of herself.
at the end of your turn, you take 20 psychic damage.
Oh. Ow. Okay.
Wait, both
Okay.
of us or just Shae?
Just Shae.
Oh, okay. Dang, do not get behind
Hey.
that thing.
Ow.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Artemisia, your turn.
Okay. So Artemisia's a wolf. And when she's a wolf, she sort of watches her little pack to see what they're doing. So would either Sarshan or Cecilia be back to half elf or elf by now, or would that?
100%.
Yeah, they're both back to being
I feel
elves.
like as soon as Cecilia sees Rogar and this thing, she changes back and she's reaching for spells. Now,
Yep.
I did roll a 3, so I may not have quite done that yet, but that is the plan.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I will stipulate that you have also conjured your axe by the time your initiative.
I don't want to get that close to it, but if I have to,
I know
appreciate it.
it's just kind of an instinctive thing that I figured you'd probably do.
Fair. Did I also cast Armor of Agathis and recall my
No.
spell slot?
But you could do that on your turn.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay, so Artemisia, no longer a wolf, now a half elf.
Yep.
So she is gonna reach for the chain lightning,
Okay.
and she doesn't have to worry about the line with that. So just all into that thing.
Sorry.
Just zap zap.
Yep,
All right.
zap zap.
What's its saving throw DC?
17.
Okay. Well, it did make it save, but it does not have evasion, so it does take some damage. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, good. Just checking how much. So it's so the original number is slightly more, it would be 50 instead. No.
Okay.
55.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So the lightning strikes it and seems to skip off its chitinous flesh without penetrating too deeply. It does do some damage. It's not a huge amount. You said it was 55?
Yep.
Okay. Come on, roll 20. Work with me here. No, you're not going to work with me here? Okay. Anyway, Rogar, your turn.
All right. I will. I send this hammer of. You know, I'm pretty sure it will have disappeared by now. That's not fair. All
The
right.
hammer?
Yeah.
No, the hammer's still there. It's only been like maybe 30 seconds.
Aye, but I mean, the spell itself lasts 1 minute, and I cast it back in the cave. So
Well, I mean, you have a couple more rounds of it being there.
okay. Wow, yeah, that's just gracious of you. All right. So
I'm being gracious.
That makes me more nervous.
Yeah.
right. He's
What
like,
a
The
good
DM's
like
deal.
it
like,
matters.
you don't have to worry about the
I'm
little
not saying it
thing."
should make you more nervous, but I'm also not saying it.
There's no answer you could give to that would make us all go, oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Should be nervous. Oh,
Oh,
no, don't be nervous. I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna be good.
Aye.
Anyway,
All right. I will. I am going to. So I'll send the hammer of love up to whack it on the head. Sort of. Biff, and I'll roll for that. Oh dear, 20. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Action typing. 11 to hit. And then
that will not hit.
a big whiff from the spiritual hammer. And then I will place myself in the path between. Oh, I don't want to get in the way of Artemisia. Well, you know, the lightning's already gone by. He's like, shoo, it didn't seem to have effect. He charges, and the path between it and his friends is like, you will not have them, you wee bugger. And casts, since physical and lightning and stuff didn't seem to hit, he's going to try something he hasn't done in a while, his spiritual guardians. See if they can strike its soul, if it has one.
Okay.
And basically, so it'll have to pass through him and his spiritual guardians
What
to get
kind
to
of
its friends.
DC would it have to make?
It would have to make a DC 16.
And that's a wisdom save?
It is.
Okay, it made it save.
Oh, whatever.
It's so scary.
a wise bug. Okay, here we go. All right, and all right. Well, but they're there. So, and I've exempted the irregulars that are within my sight, which is everybody and Shae. So,
I'm not sure you can see Shae from where you are.
We do have a
That
big
old
spidery
rock?
necro thing between us.
That is rock, and she's on a very elevated path. Make a perception check, Rogar.
okay.
Okay.
26.
All right. You did catch sight of Shae, so you can exempt her
All
from
right.
the effect.
Oh,
then,
And also,
yeah.
you cannot, with that high a result, you can also exempt Ruan from the effect if you would like.
Oh, absolutely. No, let's not exempt. Yeah, I will definitely exempt.
You
he
can
needs
just
to learn his
barely.
lesson.
Yeah, you could just barely see Ruan from where you are.
Where is Ruan?
He's in the cave, but I'll just pop him back on the map for the moment.
All right, and a token aura. We'll do 15-foot circle. There we go.
Okay,
There's the spiritual guardians.
great. How much damage does it do if you make your save?
Oh, that's right. It does. Huh? It does half of the 3d8 radiant damage. So slash roll. Dun, 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 dun. 3d8. Half of, oh nice, 20. So half of 20. So
Okay.
that's 15. No,
Things
We're
you get
not
away
the
with
math
that
stream,
taste of
but
nine.
no. No,
That's worth a try.
that's not accurate.
It's that newfangled dwarven math. That's how
That's
that
right.
works.
There's a deception roll to
Okay.
go along with that.
All right. At the end of Rogar's turn, it is going to lash out at him with one of its legs.
Oh, I was gonna ask. I was gonna petition. Cecilia rolled 19, but then it didn't stick, and so she rolled again and got a 3. I mean, I would have liked for her to keep her 19 that she originally rolled. That's my vote, but I'll just throw that out there. I don't.
What is this, a democracy?
I'm with you, Eric. Just play on.
Sorry. Okay.
I
Sorry.
appreciate it.
Stop.
Sure, no problem.
Stop backseat DMing me, Randy.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, it lashes out at you with one of its legs.
I
You just wanted me to jump in front of you. It's okay.
There's no self-interest in that move. No.
No, it's kind.
I'm guessing a 28 hits you.
Yes.
Okay. I boldly state, yes,
Bring it on.
that is a successful hit. Okay, it does. Okay, its leg lashes out at you. You take 24 piercing damage as it stabs through you, piercing your armor like it's tissue.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No.
And it lifts you into the air, and you are grappled by the creature.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So I think takes me down to 89. If my math's right.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. So has it moved? Has it advanced? Like it's within 5 feet of me, or is it still?
Nope.
It's got reach.
It has 15-foot reach with that attack.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wowzy! Wow!
Anyway, and then it starts its turn. And on its turn, it draws Rogar toward its fanged abdomen and
Thank you, Daza.
makes a bite attack against Rogar.
Okay. Daza gave me inspiration, so thank you, Daza.
Oh boy, it critted Rogar. That's
Oh no!
Wait, are you wearing adamantine?
I'm wearing mithril.
Oh, okay. I remember it was a special metal.
okie dokie. Let's see. So that's okay. So
Vibranium.
it takes a chomp. It takes a chomp out of you.
Okay.
46 slashing damage.
Yikes.
Or sorry, piercing damage. 46 piercing
Good thing you're
damage.
tough.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you not roll for Sarshan on purpose?
Oh no, I forgot to roll for Sarshan.
I'd be like, it doesn't matter, we got this. Except I'm not 100% sure that's true.
Yeah.
Well, he can do healing, so
There's that.
That's true. That's
what
true.
I'm thinking.
No, I'll roll for Sarshan as well. Let's see. Anyway, so it took a chomp out of Rogar there, and then 2 more of its spiky legs lash out and attack other people. One being an attack at Stong.
It's like doing a yoga move.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Tiger pose, like.
that's gonna be a 24 to hit Stong, which
That
I'm
hits.
pretty sure hits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, Umbra. Inspiration for Stong.
It jabs into you for 26 piercing damage.
26. All right.
The pain makes you see how to do better.
And it's also,
Yeah.
I think it's going to take its second stabbing attack at Stong as well. That's going to be a 28 to hit, so
That hits.
pretty sure that hits as well. Uh, 32 piercing damage.
The spicy, spicy meatball.
Yeah, very
Ow.
much.
Oh dear.
What?
Oh no.
Where are you at? Their strong hit point. How do you?
And let's see.
He looks quite bloody.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. I rolled a 21 for Sartion. He could have helped, or at least charged in and got stabbed. All right. Okay. I'll have him act. All right. Would you like me to have him act now, or would you like me to just wait until next turn?
Unless somebody needs healing, but
I mean,
He can.
he tries to go, Cecilia's like, stop! You can't die!
all right.
Whoa.
No, he casts his own armor of Agathis on himself. He learned that move from Cecilia, and he thinks it's awesome. So that's why
I
he
don't know
does
how
it
I
as
feel
well.
about matching up.
I learned it from you.
Matching up.
His armor of Agathis doesn't look the same as Cecilia's.
No.
It is a frosty suit of armor made of feathers mostly. So it looks a bit different from Cecilia's sheen of ice, right? That's what it looks like when you cast that spell on yourself.
So,
Something like that.
something
Anyway.
like that.
All right, so he is armoring up,
Icicle point.
and then apparently this thing is really quite deadly. So, yeah, Scourge, your turn.
You're muted.
Bingo square.
That's one.
Bingo. If you're
No,
playing the
you're
Scourge,
glad that I
playing the
didn't
bingo
like that.
drinking game, take a drink.
Okay, Scourge will raise an eyebrow and say, "A worthy opponent." I see, and he's going to throw a little. He's going to look at Artemisia. Artemisia, and say, "Something about that creature require. Don't you think it would look better in like neon green?" I do. I think the colors are all drab, rather depressing. And here, I can do something about that. And he's going to snap his fingers and also foresee the saving throw of this creature as fairy fire lights it up. And I'm going to have to
What did you foresee its save being?
2.
Okay.
It is, in fact, a
Oh, there's a typo in this book. That's cute. It's supposed to say the word instead, but instead it says insteady with a Y.
So it is a 20-foot cube. It might be a little tricky squeezing it in there.
What's your range on this cube?
90 feet.
All right.
So if, there we go. If I turn it a little bit.
Yeah, you can cast it without hitting anyone else.
Okay, great. He's just gonna do a
You
little.
can't turn it. You can't turn it like that.
Like,
Put a little English on it. I can't move it now. Roll 20s.
Oh, I want to yell
It's
at
fine.
geometry
It's fine.
so much.
Okay.
You got the creature, and
Okay.
it lights up with neon green, so it now has fairy fire.
Hey,
Okay.
thanks, Bally.
how stylish.
And yeah, don't you think I like that? You look good in green.
Nice.
All right, and then Scourge is going to get over here and hide.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Randy, that
Hi.
spell that you cast, Spiritual Guardians, is that a concentration spell?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I actually don't think it is, but let me just double check. It is. I meant to say it is. Yes.
I see.
Roll for my.
I'm going to need you to make 2 concentration saving throws, please, which are both Constitution saves.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. Okay. So I add the Constitution bonus to that. Right.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. 17 and roll. 23.
Okay. I think those are probably sufficient to get through it this time, but I will be better about this next time.
Okay.
Okay. So we didn't have to retcon that. That's good. All right. So it's Ruan's turn. And what happens here is that you hear a rumbling sound. And a moment later, the walls around the cave entrance crack and burst apart, and this creature comes pushing through. And it is a shambling monolith of stone and earth, and it lumbers over toward the spider creature to strike it with its massive fist.
Rogar says, "Go on yourself! Run, yeah! You beautiful, beautiful druid elf, you."
Okay, so let's see. One fist just whiffs past it, and he also misses with his other attack. That's unfortunate. But this earth elemental is now trying to strike at the spider, but it's a little clumsy, so it's just okay. That makes it at length Cecilia's turn.
So just to clarify, at this point, nobody's really done a lot of damage to this thing.
That is
Only,
basically correct.
And it is the
Only
weirdest
Artemisia.
thing we've seen in a while, right?
Yes.
I think Cecilia.
I had to think about that for a second. Yes.
I feel like Cecilia's instinct is going to be to cast banishment, thinking it is not from around here.
Okay.
So it needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
18.
Okay. It made it save.
Serious. That thing can't possibly have any charisma.
Right, that's what I said about
chest.
That's what I said about
right,
wisdom. I'm
fair
like,
enough.
how wise is a bug?
All right, that's frustrating.
Oh, it could have
What
legendary
did I get?
resist. You know, who
It's
knows?
not
That's true.
just a bug. It's a,
No, it's
monstrous
definitely
creature
not
conjured
just a
from
bug.
Shae's psyche.
But
Oh.
Just send it back to her psyche.
okay,
Deal with
that's all
your-
you can do because my bonus actions are spells, so I'm not allowed.
Okay. So we're going to round 2 then. All right. I'm
It's a
gonna
free action. I curse a bunch.
I'm gonna mark the round. So we've done 1. This is round 2. Stong's turn.
Round 2.
How much larger
Fight.
do I think this is than me? Like, do I think I can
It is
grapple
a
it?
huge creature.
Oh, okay, that's not gonna work then. Okay, I guess Stong is going to look at the direness of the situation, and then he is going to cast Polymorph and go into Giant Ape mode, and that is going to be his action for this turn.
Donkey Stone.
Okay. The creature stares at you in fury. You can feel its fury wafting over you, Stong. I'm gonna need you to make a hold on. It's a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom save.
Wisdom
please.
save. Okay.
Mhm.
That's going to be 11. I'm going to use the inspiration on it.
Okay.
Come on, be better. Oof, not better.
Okay. You are terrified as you light you turn into an ape, but your fur is suddenly on fire. And you glance upward and you see a small form flying above you, raining down fire on you. And you realize that it's Mirabelle casting burning hands on you over and over again.
Oh my god. Nice.
And
Do the rest of us see this?
nope.
We just see Stong slapping his arms and screaming.
Yep.
it.
Like his giant ape eyes go like really large and bloodshot, and like you could tell he's starting to like hyperventilate a little bit.
Giant ape takes 32 psychic damage.
32. Okay. 16 con.
Okay.
Oh,
Oof. Okay, out of giant ape mode.
You become yourself.
Yep.
And now Mirabelle is just burning handsing you, not the ape.
Oh, interesting.
The thing is still there.
Okay.
Okay. And you were also frightened.
Oh wait.
Okay. That makes it Shae's turn.
all right. Okay.
Sword, burning sword, burning sword.
You know,
Remember that you have disadvantage when you're when you can
I
see the thing that
do.
you're afraid of.
Close your eyes,
Yeah.
close your eyes.
Absurdo or whatever the Harry Potter thing.
If you close your eyes, you will also have disadvantage.
I'm actually going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
I think I can display that. There we go. Moonbeam. It deals damage. It's like a pillar of moonlight that I can call down, and it's a concentration, so it lasts for a minute or as long as concentration.
Okay.
And I can, let's see, I'll use, so cast, and then
Cecilia, I believe you regenerated a spell slot, by the way.
I got it. I already said thank you to Daza,
Excellent.
but that's one.
All
Makes
right.
me great.
That's
Yep.
one.
so it does get a save though. It's a con save. DC
Con
16.
save. Oh. Okay.
Oh, it's good at those too.
Who knew?
It's
It's a wise, charismatic, constitutionally gifted terror spider.
Yeah,
it's pretty good at all its saves.
Its only
Um,
weakness is itself.
Okay. It made
Its
it.
weakness is chocolate.
It made it save. Yes.
So half on a successful save.
Okay. So how much damage does it take? It just takes.
So I only rolled 7, so it takes 3.
Excellent. 3
But-
damage.
that.
So she'll she's trembling, but she'll touch her mask and shout, "Masked lady, take you!" And the moonbeam will shine down
Zip. Okay.
right on it. It's not a shape changer though, so the extra effects don't happen.
All right.
Or is it? Is it? Just checking.
Is that the end of your turn, or are you going to do something else?
Let's see. I guess I could try to get away from it since I am frightened.
You could.
Can I?
Although remember, once you do that, you will not be able to willingly move closer to it.
This is true. Let's see. Can I? I guess going around it would constitute moving toward it. So
Moving toward it is specifically you become closer to it than you were before. So you can move around it without violating the frightened. But you can't.
okay.
Yeah.
And this is the gray patches are kind of like a rocky, like a slope.
Yeah, it's like a slope. You
Okay.
are actually 20 feet higher than the rest of the group, but the creature itself is just kind of perched on that slope.
Okay. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Artemisia,
I
you're
will-
be next. So
I will move and start making my way down the slope, or I'll bamf down the slope. Like I'm over there now.
toward the rest of the party.
For the rest of the party, yeah.
Did you bamf onto the slope?
I did bamf onto the slope.
All right,
yes.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Great. Luckily, I'm good at these. I say, making a horrible roll.
Okay, so you cannot stay there, but you can slide down in a controlled way.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you
Okay.
slide to here.
Okay.
Now
I'm
you're
good
at
with
the
that.
bottom of the slope. If you'd got below a 10, you would have fallen and possibly hurt yourself.
Just trip falls.
I mean, let's be honest, definitely hurt yourself. All right.
Yeah. Would have been funny though.
Okay, make another wisdom saving throw, please. Those spiders are still crawling all over you, biting you.
Freaking spiders.
I agree.
That's not bad.
Okay. that is sufficient to fight off the illusion. The spiders disappear. You muster your will and banish them from your mind.
Am I no longer frightened?
Yes, the frightened effect also ends.
Thank you.
How hurt is Shae looking at this point?
Moderately. She's not like she's still got more than half strength, I'd say.
Okay, Artemisia.
Okay, so I don't know if the DM wills it. I will do like an insight check or something. But what Artemisia is considering doing is, since Rogar is grappled, she wants to use her telekinesis on him to like pull him.
You want
like,
to pull him
away.
free?
Yeah, and so if like the claws are in there so bad that she can see that pulling him away would like scrape the claws through him, and because I know that'll probably be an opportunity attack or something.
You think you could probably pull him free if you mustered sufficient telekinetic strength
Okay.
without
she-
hurting him.
Yeah, that's what she wants to do. So she wants to use the telekinesis on Rogar.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to make his escape check with your telekinesis. So roll your spellcasting check as though you were struggling against its strength to lift it up.
Okay. So that was a 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So you
Nice.
pull you did succeed. You pull Rogar free. And you can move him if you would like.
Well, I mean, she doesn't want to do anything he doesn't want to do, so she's gonna yell at him like, Rogar, where do you want to go?
Just a little out of range of its claws would be nice.
Use him like a spiritual hammer. Bonk him on the head.
Just you know, a little on the main path there, a little 50 feet down would be good. Thank you.
So she's gonna pull back, and I think that because
A little
she's
to the left. A little to the left. Sorry.
so used to using telekinesis on herself, he's probably for a second floating with his head at like where an elf would, like elf height. So and then she's gonna put his feet on the ground.
Okay. Did you
The
just put him-
perfect height.
so you just put him down.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's not letting the spell go.
Okay.
So
Down here.
it needs to be on herself for a minute to like park it. Then she.
All right. Is that it for you? Okay. Sarshan's turn. Sarshan looks at Cecilia, nods, and then he rushes in to attack the creature. So, well, that's not what you wanted him to do.
I mean, I don't
wanted
think
him-
she can stop him.
You wanted him to attack from range, didn't you?
I think in general, Cecilia is concerned that Sarshan's going to get himself killed and reset the timeline again.
All right. Let's roll a
but-
wisdom check for Sarshan to see if he figures out what to do.
This is a good use of our time.
Sarshan, wisdom check. Nope.
Nope.
He rushes in because, you know,
That's-
himbo gonna himbo.
Sorry.
He cannot quite make it there. So he's going to move next to Rogar, and then he is going to do a healing spell on Rogar because that's the most efficient use of his time. So he is going to, let's see, cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Okay, he heals Rogar 10 points of damage.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now you should be muted.
Yeah, Steven, I think you meant to mute yourself.
Hey, can you give me a keto bomb?
What?
Should that be in the bingo game?
It should be. It absolutely should be.
I heard bomb. I missed the
Thought
part.
I was
But
muted.
If is that going to be used against this bug? Because that would be handy if we had a bomb. That's
Is it weak against keto bombs?
So I would
Yeah, everyone wants to know what a
Okay.
keto bomb is.
Okay, that's it. For Sarshan, let's see.
I assume it's like a little. My son was on this diet for seizures, but it's like a little like fat and artificial sweetener often snack. Yeah.
Oh.
The creature lashes
Roll a
out
con
at
save against
Thong
artificial sweetener
with
and-
its
and fat.
sharpened leg.
Did I not get to go? Or...
It does
This is
that.
at the end of Sarshan's turn.
Oh, I got you.
And it that's like a 34 to hit, so I'm kind of
Oh yeah, that hits.
gonna hit. "22 piercing damage,
Okay.
and you are now grappled."
Okay.
Is this like a legend? I'm just.
Yes, that's a legendary action it's doing.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't
Rogar's turn.
understand what triggered it. Okay.
Stop.
I wasn't questioning
backseat DM.
No,
Okay, it's
I wasn't
fine. It's fine.
questioning.
Go ahead.
I was
your turn.
curious.
Yeah. What are you gonna
I
do?
was just
Your turn.
curious. I was
Yes.
curious as
Yes, your
the
turn.
rules.
What do you do?
Okay.
I love how he says that like it's gonna stop us.
Yeah. No, I seriously wasn't questioning that it should have happened. I was trying to understand the rules. Well, first I want to say I have freedom
This
of movement.
session brought to you by Gentleman Jack. Okay.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
Not a
That
sponsor.
should be.
Yeah, I have freedom.
Jack Daniels, contact us. Okay.
Yeah.
So my first thought when my turn came up was, okay, I just realized I still have freedom of movement on me, which allows me to use 5 feet of movement to escape a grapple. Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Hey,
And
awesome.
and then she freed me. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to heal myself. And then Sarshan healed me. So instead he's going to go, oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. Flame strike! And call down a
Okay.
column of flame on the booger. So
Okay.
So it's a dexterity save. That's really dexterous too. I think we've hit all of the different, haven't we, at this point, except for maybe strength.
Intelligence. It hasn't
Oh,
had
oh.
to make it.
Oh, okay.
Well, if the fairy fire is still on it, I believe it gets, disadvantage on dex saves.
Oh.
Oh no, you get advantage on attacking it if you could see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Noted.
So
That might be relevant. It did make it save. How much damage does it take?
all right, it takes half of 20 of fire damage and half of 17 radiant damage, which is whatever, 8.
Okay.
So 18 total.
Cool. Okay. So its turn, which is to say Shae's Despair's turn.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome. It is going to it's going to fling Stong away.
Yeet.
Ooh. It's going to yeet Stong over the waterfall.
Okay.
Oh no!
And Stong, you go falling over the waterfall.
When you need your barrel.
Right?
If you'd been wearing your barrel, you'd have resistance to this damage. You take 11 bludgeoning damage
Or
and fall
advantage
into
on
the water.
fun. Yeah, I'm bludgeoning, all right?
Yep, not too bad.
Yeah, not at all. What?
Okay, and then it is going to stride boldly this way. It does step into the radius of those spiritual guardians.
Alright.
It does make it save.
All right.
It was 20, right? We'll just assume that
Yeah.
it's 20 every time to spare you the having to roll it again.
Unless I roll better, then we can.
No, we'll
I'm just
assume it's
kidding.
20.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. And then it strides boldly there, and then it's going to attack Rogar, that bugger. Okay, here we go. So, one of its sharp appendages lashes out at Rogar. I did make it use up one of its attacks to throw Stong. So, don't worry about. Oh, hey, it rolled a 1. You did not get hit, Rogar. Its appendage just jabbed into the ground right next to you.
I was distracted by all the Valkyries, dwarven Valkyries hitting it in the head.
And you stagger back, and its abdomen coils over, like its body just turns over the way spider bodies sometimes do, and then it comes down and bites at you. It's this weird thing. You didn't imagine that it could do this, but it can.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
guess
it
it's-
also rolled a 1 on that attack.
Nice.
You lucky dwarf.
Lucky.
The chat's like, it rolled a 1 and it hit you anyway.
It's
not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay.
That would be something.
Wow. Good turn, Shae's despair. Good turn. Scourge, your turn.
Okay. Scourge has been thinking about this, and he's
For the
gonna
last
think
5
about-
seconds. Yeah.
He's going to think about. He was going to just light it up with some magic missiles, which he has learned, and because even with advantage, you might not hit this thing. But instead, he's going to cast Dispel Magic upon it and see what that does.
Okay.
And he's going to cast it at 4th level.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I want everyone to know he's hiding right now with a 30 stealth.
Oh yeah.
Which is
I
to say no one knows that.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it, Scourge, running away.
Again.
Like this isn't his problem.
Well, there is no active magical effect on the creature at the moment.
Hmm.
There is an active magical effect on Stong, but he has been flung way out of your view.
Right.
There is a
Also-
magical effect active on Rogar, but that is the spiritual guardians.
Mhm.
Which, I mean, if you wanted to spell magic that, yeah, you're totally welcome to.
No.
So is the fairy fire not on the?
Oh, the fairy fire is on it, so you could dispel your own fairy fire if you want to.
No, I was just curious. No, okay.
I doubt you want to, though.
No. Okay, I just wanted to see if maybe it was.
Okay,
some
you cast
kind
dispel magic, nothing happens.
Okay, I was thinking maybe it was a summoned creature, sort of, or would count as a summoned.
Mm.
Okay, so that was his first attempt at something, and he's gonna. It didn't move very quickly, did it? But it didn't really need to go very far.
No.
Gigantic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a long
so
reach.
Scourge is going to. He's gonna hide again with his bonus action, and just kind of be one with the tree over here.
Okay. At the end of Sturge's turn, it is going to lash out at Rogar with one of its talons. You notice that it has main talons, and then it has like a long scorpion-like talon, and that's the one that it's been lashing out that sticks into people and picks them up.
That's okay. I won first place at the Talon show. Wait, did you say Talon or?
That is the one that's going to attack Rogar.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 20 to hit. Does that hit?
That hits.
Excellent. I mean, oh no. 32 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Erik is pleading his case for Evil DM Award for next year.
Yes.
Little bit.
Someone will
Hey,
go
but-
Goblin.
They just introduced that award, so you know.
Yeah, that's right.
I gotta
I think those are getting awarded this weekend.
I gotta start doing work.
RPG gifts. Check them out.
It's a little out of order, but like when it stabs me and I like shout, Shae, what the hell is this thing?
I don't know. Never seen this before in my life.
Shae sounds pretty upset. Okay, the Earth Elemental strides up to save Rogar and lashes out at the creature. So, ooh, it does hit once,
Nice.
and it hits twice. No, it only hit the one time. Okay,
I wish we could see you rolling since none of us hit it. That's not true. I guess somebody's hit it. Anyway,
okay.
I'm just not tracking it very well.
My boyfriend's gonna beat you up.
You don't know him. He's from out of town. He goes to a different campaign. All right. Okay, the Earth Elemental punches the thing, and it actually seems to like compact its abdomen slightly, and it turns its torso toward him. Okay, Cecilia, your turn.
Great. Thought by now I would have made up my mind. All right, I'm just gonna do this. I am going to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. And since necrotic damage sounds like it might be a thing, it's gonna cast with the upper, so the wings are tipped with blood.
Okay.
The spectral wings. And then I'm gonna fly. Oh man, I'm gonna fly up. Part of me thinks I should just cast Eldritch Blast, and I feel like Yang Yang's gonna tell me just cast Eldritch Blast. But
You do still have
follow your
advantage
heart.
because the fairy fire is still going.
I kind of want to just go land over there with the Great Axe, and if I hit it, use my Eldritch Smite.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna do that
Do what- do
because I
what
only
you
get it
do.
because this is the turn I get the turn I get, and also she wants Starshin to get hit, so she might be a little stupid. So I'm going to attack with the Great
Protective,
Axe.
loving, supportive, not
A
stupid.
little stupid.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that rolling? Okay. All right. And I have a. Did it roll with advantage?
Yeah, it rolled
Oh,
twice.
Oh, clever. Did that hit?
With the 21, you do hit it.
Okay. So I am going to expend that spell slot for Eldritch Smite,
Boom.
which is going to take me just a second to calculate damage. So first it does this.
And
then
is your axe a magical weapon?
it is.
Okay.
It is my pact weapon, so it counts as a magical weapon. And then also Tasha's makes my weapon a magical weapon. So you could say it's a double magic weapon. Maybe.
No, I could say it's double magic all the way.
Double magic all the way.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay,
I
so
just need to know
then-
if it's a magical weapon or not. That's all.
It's gonna turn out magical weapons are crap. Okay, so that's a 5th level spell slot. So that gives me additional. Oh no, go back. Okay, hang on a second. Sorry, I pushed too many ticks. That gives me a total of 6d8 damage in
Wow.
addition.
So 10 slashing damage plus 6d8.
Yeah, 1d8 force damage plus another d8 per level of the spell slot. So that's 29 plus the 10, so 39 damage.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
This bloody winged angel with a real pissed off face jumps in between with its axe that's way too big for her and just like slams it down. And then actually I have 2 attacks. The other one
Yeah.
I can't do that, but I'm just gonna try a regular attack.
Unless the chat recharged your spell slot.
No, I can only do it once per turn.
Oh,
So
yeah, okay.
okay, but then it has a
Remember that you have advantage, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
28
you hit with the
does it?
28. Yep.
and then the
15 and 16
damage
both did not hit it.
is 9.
Okay, 9 damage. All right.
No, I'm gonna die, but. Oh wait, I forgot. If I hit it, it also, if it's huge or smaller, it is knocked prone.
Yeah.
So that first swing is an undercut, and it just goes floop, and flips it on its back.
All right.
Nice.
And then chop it in its belly, just in case
So-
it's a sensitive spot.
So you knock the creature prone. Wow. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell that it's prone. Like it just falls down and its legs are extending up into the air, but it's scrabbling around trying to get back up.
I was on one of those legs, so am I still on one of those legs? Or
Yep. You have been
Okay.
slammed into the ground.
The spin swings him out and flings him. Come on, it's so cinematic.
I'm in the pond with Storm.
Okay, Rogar, you go flying.
Okay.
And I'm going to need you to roll a 1d10 for me, please.
Okay.
Sorry, Rogar. It was just too cool sounding.
No, that's
Oh.
I.
That was epic.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, you go flying this way, land on the slope, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You fall down. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Shoot. That is actually 3 less. 19.
Oh, I see. Never mind then. You made your save. You just kind of slide down safely to there.
Okay.
Make a concentration save, please.
Aye.
I should have had you made one when it stabbed you again, but I keep forgetting to do that.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you kept your spell up.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think that at this point, we should take our break in the middle of this battle because it's going to stretch for a bit.
Okay.
And so we'll be back in 10 minutes. In the meantime, chat, feel free to speculate about who I'm going to pick up and yeet next. And if
What would everybody's terrifying shadow monster that bleeds out of them look like?
that's right.
What would yours
That is a good
look like?
question.
And also the existential terror of me yeeting somebody the other direction and them falling off the mountain. So, don't go away, buddy. And we're back. We're just having a raw versus RAI discussion about inspiration and specifically about our rules. And this is my ruling as a DM. So, if you give someone inspiration who already has inspiration, they can take that inspiration and give it to another player. That's my
Nice.
ruling.
I like that.
Okay.
So Rogar has a couple of inspirations because people are taking pity on him. So if you would like to give one of those inspirations to someone else, you may.
You were getting
I will
skewered a
elect
lot.
to. I will elect to let a Grey Dawn. I believe who was the one. Let me just double check who gave it to me.
Yeah, it was a Grey Dawn. That was the last one.
Alright.
So a Grey Dawn.
Oh.
If you want to reallocate that inspiration.
So Cecilia has just gone.
I
and
very much appreciate it.
smote its ruin upon the mountainside, except that it's going to get back up on its turn. So it is now round 3, Stong's turn. Stong, you are in this pond at the top of the map.
Yeah. So how
You
deep
probably
is
want-
this pond?
It's pretty shallow, actually. It's maybe 5 feet at the deepest.
And then how high is this hill here? Like, can I get
30
back to
feet.
where I can get into sight of this thing? In one
30
round?
feet would get you to the top of the waterfall.
And then could I see the creature from there?
Yes, if you're, well, it is prone and at the bottom of the slope. So,
It's
Mm.
huge.
And glowing
also.
green. And
yeah,
huge.
it is
Yeah.
huge and glowing green. Yeah, we'll say that you can see it.
Okay.
If it weren't
So-
glowing green, I would have made you make a perception check, but it is glowing green. So,
All right. Cool.
fairy fire is like a neon sign around it. A neon, it's like circling lights in the shape of letters that spell out "hit me."
Is this the correct spot right here?
If you are standing on the gray, then that means you are on a very steep slope. If you're standing on the just gravel, yeah, up there, then you're stable ground.
Okay. Basically, I want to try to get where I could see it, and it hasn't gotten up yet, has it?
Nope, it's prone.
No, it's still prone.
Okay. How would you rule this? So it's on
Death
the
from
ground.
above.
No. Well, I was going to use a wall of force to try to pin it because it's essentially
Ooh.
down, and if I make it like above its head, then theoretically, it might have trouble getting up.
That's clever.
I'll allow it. Okay. Draw your wall force.
Okay. So I will cast a wall of force. It's 120 feet away, and I get 10 panels. And chat taught me how to draw this last time. Let's
I
if
see
can
you're all
remember.
like, I have inspiration. I can't take more. Then use your inspiration. The chat's gonna keep giving you inspiration.
It's true.
Can I say what I thought you were going to do, Yang Yang?
What?
I thought you were going to mammoth drop right on its chest.
I would if
I
I
don't think
could.
it's too many turns. But
Yeah. Well,
Blast.
also,
I want to see you mammoth drop the Night King at the end of this campaign. That's what I want to see you do.
yeah, but also
I don't care if it destroys the rest of Westgate. I don't care. Just do it.
Okay, all right, I'll remember that.
All right.
So that is going to be. Maybe I don't want to use that many panels.
It's 9 panels if you want to squish it.
Yeah, maybe I'll use like.
Put one in front of me
6
so it can't
panels.
stab me.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna try to use 6 panels to pin it in, like. Maybe. Like
Okay,
this.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
So in the rules, it doesn't really specify that a huge creature, when it goes prone, is like squeezing or something. But so like it should still sort of take up that space, right? But if you want to try and squeeze it with the wall of force, I will let you do that. But it will get a chance to save against it and skitter out. Is that still what you want to do?
No, because Stong does not have a really good spell save, so that would not be beneficial to me. So if that, so if I can't pin it down with the wall of force like that,
Now, I will say that you could direct it. Like if you want to make it go a particular direction, your wall of force could do that.
no, I think basically I wanted to try to either like pin it prone, or I would just go back on the offensive.
All right, well, if you're going to try and pin it prone, I am going to give it a saving throw.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Let's just go for the dash action then.
Death from above it is.
Yes. We're gonna try this again.
Okay.
And see how it goes. Okay. So Stong is gonna charge in from behind. He's like dripping water, and you just hear him like yelling his head off from behind. You hear like, from the distance, like, ah, and then you see his like giant form. He's like dripping, he's bloody water. And let's see what his attack-
Great enthusiastic attack. Okay.
But this time he'll have advantage. 26.
That hits.
So that is going to be one-hander. So that's going to be 12 plus my charger feat, which is going to be 17 damage with a magical weapon.
Okay. Make that note. All right.
Hey, Saberbard.
Hey, welcome,
Raiders.
Raiders.
Awesome. Welcome, Raiders. That means
Hello.
you give advantage to the next person who's going to make a check of some kind, and that is going to be Shae. All right, Shae, when your turn starts, hold on. Stong, make a wisdom saving throw, please, because you still have illusion Mirabelle lighting you on fire. She's flying after you and cackling, and she says, "Oh, it's Chief's
21.
daddy. Oh, it's Chief's daddy." And then she disappears because the effect is now ended. Technically, you were still frightened and you weren't able to move, but it was such a cool thing, so we'll just let it go. See,
Oh,
I've already
sorry, I
lost.
thought-
I've already lost the award for evil DM. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to make
Maybe
my
you wanna
bid
go
in a
for-
different game.
Nice DM.
Apparently, is there an award for merciful DM?
Yes.
They could call
The
it
The best
Should be.
award.
They could have one and they could name it after you even.
I don't want to be. I don't want the merciful DM award named after me. Just nix it. Just cut the whole thing. Okay.
So did the fright not go away when it flung me out of line of sight?
no,
Interesting.
the
Okay.
the illusion was still acting on you,
Gotcha.
and
Interesting.
the illusion was what was causing the frightened condition. Would you like to make an Arcana check, Ston, and or Shae? Both of you can make Arcana checks
Well,
if you
yeah.
like.
I will give it a shot.
And
It's not my best thing.
Stong, if you want to take advantage on your Arcana check, you can because of the Raiders.
Oh, thank you, Raiders. 22.
Hey, you recognize that that was the effect of a phantasmal killer spell,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Charming.
which affected both of you, as in it cast and maintained 2 phantasmal killer spells at the same time.
What is this thing?
Deadly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deadly is what it is.
yeah.
So, Shae,
We have not been told. Nobody
all
has
right.
said this came out of
As-
Shae's shadow, right?
Well,
I mean,
speaking
that
of
doesn't
that,
necessarily help us.
as just before she acts, she is going to shout. You know, I'm not sure what this is, but it tore free of me somehow.
okay, Shae, you also feel this kind of like tremble run through your body. Make an insight check.
Insight. Ooh, I'm good at that. But not today.
That's okay.
You know what? I'll actually use my my
That's a good
inspiration
idea.
All
Nice.
to let's
You
see
are
here.
you are generally pretty good at that. Oh,
There
all
we
right.
go.
Yeah.
That's the
Nice.
stuff.
better. That's better.
That's 20 on the second.
So you feel a voice kind of connecting in your head, and it says to you, I am you. You are me. You must die that I might live.
Okay. All right. Well,
And the
she
creature
will-
turns toward Shae.
Oh. Well, she is going to. Let's see. How are we doing for like shadows and lighting right now?
It's basically night. You have moon shadows.
Plenty of shadows.
If
Okay.
you're
yeah.
next to a creature or a tree or a rock, there are enough shadows.
I kind of want to bamf over to the side of it.
There are no
I'll hold
shadows
my big
right
axe
where
up.
you're
My big
standing.
axe up is going to make a big shadow. You could see
Ah,
maybe.
okay.
have to
so
be-
there's no.
You'd have to be adjacent to a creature or
Okay.
adjacent to a tree, a bush, or a rock. And you're kind of standing in the open right there.
Yeah, that's true. See, and I went and I used my inspiration on the insight check.
Well, you forged a kind of connection with it.
I did.
It's like you can hear its thoughts.
Yeah. Well, I will. I'll just straight up attack it then. I'll shout back at it. Not gonna happen, and then I'll
It's
close the
you.
distance. Yeah.
I was going to say
And
you
then
should
I'll-
hit it where it would hurt you, but that won't make sense because anything with that sword seems like it would hurt.
Yeah. I mean, it's a rapier wreathed in silver flames, so yes, it's probably going to not be comfortable.
Pretty reliable ouchie.
Oh, I got a new inspiration.
So,
Okay.
hey, our
Thank
audience is
you.
very generous. Good job, audience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
then I
you're-
will use
You're
that.
trying to keep me from winning that evil DM award. No, I appreciate that.
I will use
See,
that
if
to
they keep
gain
us alive, you have more opportunities.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just
On
have
the
to be
bright
more
side.
evil. More evil.
Yes. Well, then I will go ahead and use that to get advantage on my attack, so
You
that I
already
can
have
sneak
advantage
attack.
because it has the fairy fire
Oh, that's right. Well, I will hold on to it.
And
now
it's
then.
prone.
and it's
Yeah.
prone.
Double
Let's see.
double advantage is not a thing, and I know it.
All right. Mostly, I just wanted the sneak attack, but let's see.
Well, you do get to do that.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Crit.
She just
Ha-ha!
crit it
Man.
with a sneak attack. That's good.
Hey, no
That's
crit
a lot
like
of
rogue crit.
damage. Oh god, how many?
Double
remind
dicey
me how
roll. Double
remind
dicey
me how
roll.
crits
So
double the
you do-
dice.
You do full damage with all of your dice,
Oh
and then you
jeez.
roll your dice again.
All of them?
So calculate what your maximum damage would be with the normal attack with the sneak attack.
Oh man. Okay.
All right, let's do it together. 1d8, 1d8 for your sword, so 8, plus your
1d8 for the
modifier,
sword.
which is
+5.
so 13, plus the what is
The
the
2d6 for the fire
damage
thing.
is 25, plus your
4d6 for the
attack,
sneak attack.
which is 24. So that's 40 damage. I said 26 and then no, wait.
Not the math string.
Ah, man. I should be taking notes. Okay. 13, 25,
49.
49.
is The chat. says.
49.
Yeah, 49, and then I roll
49,
again.
and then you roll 1d8 and 6d6.
Oof. Okay. So let's just.
It's a lot of damage to this thing. I mean, it has a lot of hit points. That's a lot of damage.
Aw.
Ooh,
Hold a one.
you know,
That's okay.
That's okay.
Still
That's
good.
okay.
It's
still a lot of
okay.
damage.
That's good.
I mean, you still
And then the
did.
66.
Hey, let's keep in perspective. You still did 75 damage to it with that attack.
So yeah, she'll shout, not today, and then she'll leap up
Nice.
and slam her rapier through it.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, you pierce its abdomen, and its mouth starts screaming at
Claim
you
your
around the
strength.
blade. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Anything else you do on your turn?
For now, I will hold off. I'm good.
It is definitely going to jab at you with one of its legs at the end of your turn.
It is welcome to bring it.
Okay.
I love that you formed a connection with it and then critically hit it.
That's going to
That was
be
yes.
a
beautiful.
23 to hit. Does that hit?
23 will hit. Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes we hurt ourselves.
It does 30 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled by it.
Ow. Okay.
Feels
Yeah.
like a really awkward
did you-
metaphor for.
Did you roll with disadvantage because it's still on prone, right?
Yeah, it's still,
Hmm. Oh. Okay.
Trying to help
the
you
second
out.
roll. The second roll was better.
Okay.
Trying
I
to help you
am.
out, Shae.
It's
Fairly
fine. It's
injured
fine.
now.
It's totally reasonable. All right,
Shae is pretty badly injured now.
Artemisia's turn. Yes, it says in Shae's head.
God.
You die, and your life becomes mine.
That'll be awkward.
Oh.
No, I have this
Um,
idea that it's gonna just start serving drinks at the purple.
It can serve. It can
Yeah.
serve at least 8 people at a time.
I mean, that is fair. That is fair. And then it doesn't do anything evil. It just starts living Shae's life. That's
I want to point out. I said it had multiple legs. I didn't say how many legs it had. I think we all just assumed it had 8 legs, but that's not the case. It
Either
has like
after 4, so it stops counting.
it has like
Doesn't matter.
13 legs.
Doesn't
So
matter.
oh,
Oh.
why the odd number of
Too
legs? Oh.
many. Too many. That's how many.
I'm more offended by the odd number, but that's just me.
Really,
It's
right?
designed to be off-putting. You're like, wait, what? Where's
It
that
has-
one from?
it has 13 legs. The death number. Anyway,
Just one leg at the top of its head or something that's just.
so Artemisia.
Artemisia. So there's no ceiling. So I'm thinking she's still got her telekinesis spell going on herself.
You're just gonna throw it into the sky. Okay.
No.
All right.
No,
All right.
no, she's going to throw
Why?
herself into the sky
Oh, all right.
and then point the lightning bolt down if you'll let me do that.
Oh, that's cool.
to keep it from hitting other people.
Okay. Sure.
So she's going to go up high enough so that she can get an angle down into it.
So you're gonna
And not
fly over to it above, right?
Yeah,
So you flew kind of upward diagonally.
exactly. So that it
Okay.
can't ever reach me.
So Artemisia Jean Greys it up
Yeah.
above the creature.
Death from above. Here we go.
she's doing the whole like superhero comic hand motion too. So she's cast lightning bolt at 4th level.
Okay.
Jean
that's
Grey, it would be
37.
Storm.
Artemisia is all of them.
Well, yeah, she Jean Greys it up and then storms it back down.
I mean, she can teleport, right? So that's Nightcrawler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, probably magic Ileana Rasputin, because she's got
Oh,
the
nice.
like sorcerer limbo.
Yeah,
world.
yeah. That makes sense. I mean, if you got to be an X-Man, you'd definitely be Ileana, obviously.
She is my favorite.
Okay, the lightning does some damage to it. Not a lot, not as much as Shae's just blah, but some damage. Okay.
How hurt does it look?
Like
I assume we could all see
Did it have 14 legs when it started?
you have hacked off a leg or two, but it sprouts more legs.
Oh, leg hydra. Okay.
Right, and just it just sprays gore when it's. It looks about it. It is bloodied. There is obviously blood coming out of it. It is at least reduced to half hit points or below. Okay. Artemisia, are you going to do anything else?
That's what she did her spell. So
Sarshan's turn. Sarshan's like, and he is going to go in and attack it. All right. So let's see. It is still prone, so he gets advantage to hit it, which is good for him. So here we go.
I also feel like I should just do that smite thing again. That was fun.
Oh yeah, every turn. Single creature, every turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did it not? Oh, I get it. Okay, here we go.
Also, I drew another card from my tarot deck, and it was the moon card.
Woo!
All
I
right.
thought that was rather appropriate.
Yeah.
So his
Oh,
first
nice.
his first attack does not hit it. But he does hit it with the second attack, so that's good. And then he's gonna smite it for all he is worth. So let's see.
Sorry, Rumpus Imperator. We picture Sarshan yelling YOLO, but in his case, that's not true.
Yeah, that's
That's a good
Yom
one.
Till.
that's absolutely accurate.
Yom Till. You only live multiple times in a loop.
There we go.
Okay, and with his smite,
That was a really good one.
I should be able to figure this out.
Sure.
Why can I not figure this out?
Also, if I banish, I'd have to drop the wings, and at this point, I feel like I'm making a statement.
wings are awesome.
Making a
so.
statement. Oh, okay.
Not that I think the
all
spell
right.
thing appreciates it, but
So he does a total of 45 damage to it. Some of which is fire, and it doesn't seem to take all that much from the fire. So he deals about 40 damage to it. If Roll20 will cooperate with me. Okay. All right. That's it for Sarshan. And then it is going to stab him with one of its limbs. Yeah, it hits him.
No, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
'cause I'm standing right there with the axe, and I'm gonna be pissed about it.
Angry girlfriend.
Okay. And then he is also grappled by the creature. So now it has, I think, 2 people on its appendages.
How
Shae
hurt?
and Sarshan.
How hurt does Sarshan look?
Not very.
Right.
Nobody has to worry about it. Well,
I mean,
actually, I guess we
He's
don't
got an
know what
appendage
happened,
stuck
so it
through
doesn't
him,
matter.
but he's still fighting on. Like, aha, aha. All right.
These weird comments.
Rogar, your turn.
Okay. Rogar advances thusly. His massive 25 feet on his stout dwarven legs. Here I come!
The perfect distance.
A perfect distance. It calls down his hammer of love to beat it on the head again. Give it a good whack, you naughty bug. And that does. I rolled a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And just
It's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, man.
yup. I got a bunch of stuff already, and then I forgot to hit that. All right, 11 points,
Okay.
and then he's doing that, and then he says, Sharinlar, grant your healing grace to my friends. And it calls down a mass cure wounds.
Nice.
So, 24 points to, I'm pretty sure that should get everyone. Yes, everyone is, except for Scourge. Scourge is out of range, but I don't know that he needs it.
Yeah, Scourge hasn't been hit, I don't think.
So everybody gets 24 points back.
Okay.
And he says, Shae, if it came out of you, can you stick it back in?
I can try.
All right.
I don't know what that
And
means. Not in any way that would hurt, of course, but if, you know.
The creature is going to lash out at Stung with its sharp appendage. The lower of those was a 23 to hit, so I'm pretty sure
That hits.
that. Okay. $40 piercing damage.
Okay. Stong like smiles at the creature, his like teeth just like incredibly bloody. There's just like blood like just drenching, pouring out of him, but he is still alive.
Uh-huh. Okay. It is the creature's turn. So now that everyone's right there,
But up in the air.
I'm just kidding. It doesn't have like an area thing that it's gonna do
Oh,
and just
okay.
kill everybody. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Anyway, it is going to try and bite somebody, and I think that's gonna be Shae.
I mean, that makes sense.
Right by its thorax mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
And
news
it wants
is
to
that
steal
it
your
did
job
not.
and your ladies.
The good news is it did not manage to crit you.
Oh, well.
So don't feel too bad.
That's the good news, huh?
The bad news is it does bite you with 4 different mouths. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Shame.
I think
So
I think that
gross.
warrants some screaming. She will scream.
23 piercing damage.
Okay. That's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay, it sends out yet another appendage, this one lashing out at Cecilia. This is a
Boo.
good idea. I'm sure it will not regret this at all.
I didn't put my armor on.
Oh, you don't have the armor on?
No.
Oh,
You told me I had to use a turn for it, and then you
I
made
did.
Sarshan run it, and then I did something
I did.
stupid. But I did a lot of damage, so.
okay. Well, it slashes at its talon at you, and it grazes you for a total of, let's see, 34 points of piercing damage, but
Wow.
you are not grappled. It did not stab into you. It just
Well,
kind
that's
of cut
good.
through you. And then its last claw attack will be at that elemental, in fact. I don't know why I roll. Obviously, it's going to hit. Okay.
Gotta love the confidence.
Yeah.
It's
God.
if you knew what its attack modifier was, you would not understand that to be confidence. You would understand that to be just a simple assertion of
A
fact.
simple statement of fact.
Okay,
I
it
love how
does.
you act like you can't help this when you were the one who built the damn thing.
Yeah.
I did not build this creature. I just borrowed this creature from somewhere.
Mm.
And I wrote the description.
That's true.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I wanna shout out for Allie for writing the description.
Oh.
of this
Oh,
monster.
wait a second. Does that mean all the mouths are your fault?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I
It was
said-
originally,
I said, "What if there were mouths?" And she said, "Yes."
they were originally going to be screaming faces.
Ooh, I
Ugh.
like that too.
But they're just screaming and gnashing teeth instead. All right, it is done. That
if we-
makes it Scourge's turn.
Yes.
Oh, it did stand back up,
Mhm.
by the way,
It was originally supposed to be faces of all the people she knew that died.
which is a lot of
Whoa.
people.
Brutal.
That would have
It is
been
a lot of people.
that would have been terrible. Instead, it's
Fair.
all
over a
None of us know
sentence.
them. But...
it's all the mouths of people you knew that died. And since you're all really close to the creature, those mouths are constantly babbling accusations about Shae having led to their deaths.
Great.
You know, while they're not chomping on you.
I mean, right now, to be perfectly honest, Shae, Cecilia's pretty sure they all deserved it. Based on this behavior, no sympathy.
So, Scourge, how does he reckon this thing is holding up? Is it like on its last leg, as it were?
No, it still has 13 legs.
Yeah, I know. But is
Womp womp.
is it about to go
Womp
down?
womp.
No,
No.
no.
Is anyone in the group suffering under a magical? Can he tell if anyone's suffering under any kind of magical effect?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
I mean, there are several people who are grappled by the creature.
Right. Okay. All right.
Sarsh and Shae and Stong are all grappled by the creature.
Okay. Well, it looks as though the most effective thing he can do is not hide in a bush and cast spells, but to bring out Mr. Whippy
Scourge is being a hero.
Dun, 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 dun.
and using his bonus action to. Oh wait. Damn it!
You're pretty far away from it.
I know. So I guess what he's going to do is he's going to do half the distance there. He has his spider climb slippers on, so I assume that this rock face is no.
Yeah, you can just run along the rock
Yeah.
face, no problem.
And he's just gonna. He's
Remember, you have cunning action. You could dash as a bonus action.
but then I couldn't use booming blade.
No, you could still use booming blade. It doesn't consume your.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yes, I am right.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
laughing.
Damn it!
'cause
I am
you're,
totally not gonna win that award.
Yeah, you're not. But I'm also laughing because Steven also puts himself not in a square, and I know you love that, Eric.
Ah.
I feel like that should almost be a bingo square now.
It should be.
Oh, yeah.
I'll swap
I'll
out for Mirabelle
update it.
since she's not here.
Damn it.
I mean, she's
Okay.
burning hands today, so.
That's true.
Booming Mr. Whippy at advantage. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
19 hit.
Yeah, 19 does hit.
Very good. So it does. Something can't be right about that. It's no longer rolling. And when I get advantage, do I get sneak attack?
Yes.
Okay.
I also think it has enough people around it that I don't think you need advantage for sneak attack.
Mhm.
No,
And-
but he does have advantage because it.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
You're right. I
So
wasn't.
let's see, 30, 45 total damage. Oh, that's pretty good.
Boing.
Nice.
Good job,
Not
buddy.
bad at all.
Go.
Go on yourself, Scourge.
What?
I said, go on, go.
Oh, yes.
Do it.
Right, thank you.
Get him! Get him!
Get him.
Disengage and go up here where
You can't
can-
disengage.
You can't disengage. You used your cunning action to dash.
That's what I meant.
That's what you meant, is it? Okay. Sure.
And he's going to
He's
remember
emotionally disengaged from
Yeah.
this. He's over it.
the brilliant green, and he's going to say to the faceless stump of a head, "Really, you ought to keep the green. It makes you look so much less horrifying." And that's all he's got to say.
It was mockery, but it was not vicious mockery.
No, it was
Stinging.
kind-hearted, well-meaning mockery.
Great. Good deal, buddy. Make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Yeah, its torso turns toward you and kind of like shudders aggressively at you
Okay.
in that very Silent Hill sort of way.
Aggressive shuddering torso. That is very Silent Hill.
Oh,
Yeah, that is-
Whoa.
You got a 24 on your save?
Dirge is going to blow.
Wow.
Very
You
nice.
fought off that illusion, no problem.
Very nice.
I am absolutely imagining Surge being like, try again.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
blow a kiss to her.
Wow. Wow. Just,
my God.
You're just asking, begging me to hit you with a lightning bolt from above, or like shatter the mountain under your feet, aren't you? Aren't you? Anyway, okay, so it's Ruin's turn. He's still the Earth Elemental. He's like, I'm helping. All right. Did it roll? Didn't roll. Why did you not roll? There we go.
Like, yeah. Ugh.
Hit once. Okay, hit once for 16 damage. Just not so bad.
Whom?
Ruin did.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that makes it Cecilia's turn.
I don't think this probably made a difference, but just so you know that the Tasha's gives me +2 to my AC.
Awesome.
I'm sure it still stabbed the hell out of me.
Oh, it still hit like a
Yeah.
24 AC or something.
Ironically, I'm at 25 now.
Oh,
No.
what?
No. Okay. I feel like I should get the hell out of there, but also it worked so well to just wallop it.
It does seem really injured at this point. Like, the elemental broke off one of its limbs, and Scourge like hacked off one of
It's
its
just
limbs, and then
chopping.
he was like, "I'm gonna dance away."
I think-
No, I'm off balance.
And it's still got the fairy fire, right?
Yep,
I
It
think
does.
I think
has
that
not
like
managed to hit Scourge.
as
and
much as
felt
like
that.
it would be smart to like misty step 30 feet in the air and then fly another 40 feet and then Eldritch Blast it. I think Cecilia is so angry right now. It's like it hit her, it skewered Sarshan, it skewered Shae, and she's just gonna wallop it again. She's gonna try to. Okay, so the first one is terrible.
Nope,
Her
that-
anger
that
gets in her
misses.
way. The
Like your
second
axe, your axe flies out of your hand briefly, but you just conjure it back in
All
your.
right, I got a 20 on the second one.
You do hit it with the second attack.
Okay,
Nice.
so I'm gonna roll the normal damage, and then I'm gonna use Eldritch Smite again.
Oh, because someone recharged your spell slot.
I would have still had it. I've only used one. I would have used
Okay.
two. So
All right,
then yeah.
all
So
right.
now this is my second one. So
All right.
okay, so that's gonna be less.
I just remember how much damage she did the first time.
So
All right, so
that's
17.
24 plus 17.
So 41 damage.
41 damage.
Very nice.
Ooh. Okay. You have beaten it almost all the way into the ground. And now
Oh.
it's kind of going.
Wait. Oh no, that's a concentration spell. Never mind. I'm not gonna hex it. I'll
Okay.
use my wings.
Okay.
I like them. And I like the +2 AC.
Yeah, you like the bloody angel of death thing that you're doing.
Yeah, it's working for me.
Yeah, it's working for you. Shae, you hear its voice in your head saying, I am the true self. You cannot kill me. Stung, your turn.
I give you feelings, Shae.
Makes me angry. That's for sure.
I think Stong heard what all the mouths on its body was saying, and so he turns to Shae and he says, "Shae, are these accusations true? Did you murder all these people?"
What? No.
Oh, okay, good.
You
So then
let
he's-
us die. I didn't murder them. Gah, 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 gah.
I didn't
Stung
murder them.
is,
I just feel personally responsible for their deaths.
Totally
it's
different.
just your guilt. I understand that. Let me help you. And
You're
then he'll
fighting your
attack it.
guilt?
Yes, apparently we're fighting the personification of Shae's guilt.
Guilt,
27
fear,
for the first
sorrow.
attack.
Did that
27
conversation
hits.
actually occur, or was that just
Sort of.
playing silly?
Sort of,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you were shouting at each other. Okay,
12.
that's enough to destroy the monster.
Aw. I had a plan.
What happens? What happens?
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Cyberbard.
you strike it and it shudders and goes suddenly still, and then just sort of melts into bubbling black goo. Very similar to the black goo that Shae has in a vial stuck into her belt.
Stuff I scraped off my hand. Ugh.
Can we avoid it?
Yeah,
We can get out of that.
well, those of you who were impaled by its limbs, like, they come pulling out and then melt away. Sarshan immediately goes over to Cecilia and like, "Are you okay?"
You're the one with a hole literally in the middle of your stomach.
Oh,
Are you
right.
okay?
He does his lay on hands and heals that closed.
Although I did forget she did get hit pretty hard, so she just wasn't impaled. So no.
Don't
she
go
was
in the
pretty bad.
cave.
The
Is
cave
that-
of the Beast Lord?
Did this come out of that?
The what?
Or out of you?
No, I touched. There was some black stuff in the cave, and I guess I touched it. And then I attacked Rogar and Ruin, and they snapped me out of it. But then I got sick, and that thing appeared.
Where is Ron right now?
Is that
Wait,
thing?
where did he go?
He's this thing right here.
Hold on. The Earth Elemental makes a stealth check. Oh,
The
oh,
stealthy Earth
okay,
Elemental.
okay. Who has a passive perception of 16 or higher? Raise your hand.
Let me check.
Nope.
Okay. Shae and Rogar know
Nice.
that there's this Earth Elemental that was Ruin. Ruin turned into this Earth Elemental. And Scourge, you can see this, like, this creature made of stone and earth that's like against the rock wall, kind of blending in.
Does Scourge know that's
Bloody ruin.
No, you don't know that's Ruin, but you know it's an elemental
That was helping us.
that was helping you. And it is not gone. It didn't just vanish at the end of the battle.
What is that, like your passive insight? You're like, Ruan's not here, but
Do I know Ruan was here at all?
the sparrow came and Cecilia said Ruan said we have to go to the cave of the Beast Lord.
Oh, I thought
So.
she said it wasn't Ruan.
The sparrow wasn't Ruan.
Oh, I see.
She was ready to
Um,
assume because he has been a sparrow that comes and bugs her.
I mean, I'm just going to point out Scourge does have a slight amount of brain damage. Make an insight check, please.
Okay, that's good. Ah,
Oh, yeah, you connect the dots, and you're pretty sure that Ruin somehow turned into that Earth Elemental or summoned that Earth Elemental. But the way it's hiding is very much like a pose that Ruin would have struck, like against the wall.
okay, so Scourge is gonna saunter over there and go, "Well, that was quite a fight," and just sit right down on its head
Oh.
and say, and take off his boot, take off his boots and his socks and hang the socks on its forehead. And oh, this is a very handy place to sit, don't you think? Oh, my feet are vile.
Eric doesn't
Yeah,
know what to do.
I know, we're just like, okay.
It's just going like,
Rogar, yeah. Rogar is just kind of hurt. He's just like, you know what, Ruin, if you want to try that hard to like get away.
Sneak away. Yeah.
aw, the mountain kind of rumbles. And then this part of the mountain turns into ruin again. Right out from under Scourge.
Oh, that's awkward.
Are you now sitting on Ruan's head?
Well, he probably does some fancy like tumble roll and then comes up standing.
Definitely.
Make an acrobatics
He
check,
would.
Scourge.
With his, whoops, sorry, that was athletics. What do you call it? He's got his spider climb shoes on too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that helped you stick to the earth element. Well, sure.
27.
All right. You're fine. You do a nice little roll, and you were free. And Ruin is standing there kind of sheepishly. Oh, hey. We did it. Yay.
Something.
Retrieves the
You got my tweet.
So
Okay,
what was that part
Scourge.
about the Beast Lord?
That
Oh.
I think is just a name for the cave.
Well, whatever it
Maybe-
is, something. Yeah, so whatever it is, something in there made manifest guilt and
Why did you
fear.
go in there?
I start patting my pockets. Fane's orb was in there.
But
Rogar has.
we have Fane.
Like Faye needs to answer some questions right now.
I used locate objects to trace Fane's orb, and that's where it led me. I assumed she'd have it on her because it's what she uses for her shapeshifting.
Where is the orb now?
Is it still in the cave? I think it's still in the cave.
Do you go
Stone-
in to check?
Stone says, wait. And he's like weakened and he like sits down on the ground because he can't really get up. And he looks at each person one by one in a circle and he says, maybe one of us who has no guilt. Guilt and what? What was it? Guilt and what?
Guilt, sorrow, fear. Scourge, go get that.
Yeah, one of us has no guilt or sorrow or fear should go into the cave.
It's just all eyeing each other
Who's
like,
that?
I'm going to,
Despair, Ruin says.
Scourge will go to the mouth of the cave and prestidigitate a little bit of light in there to see if it glints off the ball.
Rogar has begun. I'm just letting you know because it takes 10 minutes. He's begun the ritual or the prayer of healing. So if we're just sitting here for a bit while they're doing that, and then
Scourge, yes, you do see a glint of light off the gold ball in the back of the cave.
Okay, he's going to send his Inspector Gadget Mage Hand in there.
Go, Scourge hand.
And pick it up and bring it back out.
Yep.
And
Oh, it's a magic item. You can't pick it up. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's fine. Yeah, you bring it over to you.
is it still covered with black goo?
There is a little bit of black goo on it. Yes.
Prestidigitate.
Okay, you spatter the black goo against the stone wall.
Yep. It's clean now?
What's this stuff?
Well, I mean, the wall now has the black goo on it, but the
Yeah.
orb is clean. The orb
Okay.
shines in the moonlight.
You know, I once lifted this off of her. Do you mind if I keep it just to hold it over her again?
like we should ask Fane why her orb is in the cave of the Beast Lord
That
with some
is-
kind of goo that generates monster spiders.
And does this mean
and we should
Fane has
probably-
no fear or despair or guilt?
I can guarantee you she has plenty of those.
Or is there a monster
was-
spider in your ring now?
she just put some kind of curse
Big.
on it.
big improvement on Lilton, I just have to say. But
I
Oh.
think, if I'm not mistaken, she said. Oh wait, I wasn't there. No, never mind.
what is it that maybe one of us was there and we'll remember?
She doesn't need this orb anymore. I don't think.
But
Yes.
you're the only one she told that to.
Yeah, I thought it
That's
was
why I
you
went
told that.
chasing it.
Oh, that's right. Okay. She doesn't need this anymore. I think if you don't mind, I'll keep it.
Secrets are poison, Zarshan points out.
What does the orb do, Scourge?
Well, it allows one to assume a form, a form other than their own, without using illusion. It's actual transformation, but it's not quite polymorph. It's more altering your features and height just a little bit and so on. So
It's like a seeming?
no, it's an actual change.
Like you're
Ah.
altering yourself?
Yes.
So Rogar turns to Ruin and he says, "Did you say something about the Holy Mother being in the area?"
I saw her passing through, yes.
Because maybe I could use that orb to hide from her.
Oh, possibly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I can loan you my disguise self scarf as well.
Okay.
I like
Well,
that you
good.
have not a hat of disguise, but a scarf of disguise.
Should we look around, do investigation checks on anything we can find here?
If you'd
Or are we
like
likely to
to.
just find rocks?
I mean, do we need to sanctify this area so that
Well-
nobody else gets harmed by this?
Just put up a
Well,
sign that says Cave of the Beast Lord, stay
Oh,
away.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
The-
should tell the Synod.
The cave was sealed before.
Hmm.
I can.
I'm very distracted by the fact that Sarshan got stabbed and I rolled a
Alright,
terrible
yeah.
investigation.
Yeah.
Also, I'm still wounded.
Cecilia, basically what you take from the cave is that there are claw marks on the walls and blood spatter, and it just looks like a murder scene that you don't want anything
Looks like
to
a
do
Cave
with.
of the Beast Lord.
Yeah, exactly. Like exactly what would be in your head.
If we stay at, I guess if we go and rest at the onsen, since it looks like we kind of need a little bit of rest or whatever, I can come back in the morning and maybe do like a dispel evil on it, or try and cleanse it.
I do feel like we should get a move on. Like, I don't have a sense of how fast we need to be back in Westgate to stop all this
Oh,
Kingdom
aye.
of Night stuff.
Would
We
any
could
of
sleep
you
on the road, that would be ideal.
would
That's-
any
and-
of
and
you
it's
like
full
to
of-
make a religion check about the Cave of the Beast Lord, by the way?
I can attempt to make a religion check.
And Rogar says there's a ton of
Absolutely.
Sunite priestesses and stuff, aren't there, at the spa?
That's
They
true.
can probably take care of
Yeah.
it if we just tell them.
Yeah, tell them on the way out.
Okay, with your
Thanks for. Sorry. Thanks for the stay. You've
By
got.
the way,
we're off to avert the apocalypse. Bye.
there's an evil god cave and some sort of eldritch horror smeared all over the rocks. I'm sure you can handle it.
Okay, with your 15 religion check, Malar, the Beast Lord, is a god of savagery and hunting and murder and death, specifically by wild animals like beasts of prey, right? And this cave appears to have been sanctified to an ancient cult of the Beast Lord. They probably did lots of brutal sacrifices in this cave, and it has this very dark, murderous aura to it, which
Yeah.
makes it, you can guess with your passive insight, the perfect place for Fane to set up shop if she needed to camp while she was doing stuff in the area. Because no one would come in here. Nobody sane would
Yeah.
come in here.
No wonder it was sealed up. I will relay that though.
So
That's a
Stalin
lot.
will say, Shae, you said that it was sealed up before. If you want to seal it up again, I could at least help you.
I didn't unseal it. I shadow
I can-
danced inside.
I can seal it up. I can use the stone shape to seal it up.
Seal it up
Engineering.
with the worst, most terrifying, horrible way ever. Plant growth.
Well, I was
Wow.
going to animate a huge boulder, but
Yeah. While you're doing this, and so he's gonna look around and be like, "Is this where I got stabbed before?"
Oh yeah, no, they never cleaned the blood off the bluff.
Oh,
Sarshan, who has been sniffing the air, is like, I thought that smelled familiar.
that's so weird and gross. I really don't like this place.
I don't think they ever come up here.
I mean, that's probably for the best. What is this goop?
Sarshan puts a reassuring arm around Cecilia.
I took a sample, but I mean, if any of you want to take more samples, there's plenty.
Sturge,
That smells very terrible.
Don't
Sarshan says,
touch
I don't.
it, please.
I no.
Well,
I
What?
I wouldn't recommend touching it
couldn't
directly.
say.
Are you what?
Sturge. I mean,
Ruin says, have you seen or smelled that before? And Sarshan says, I couldn't say.
There's no magic radiating off of it, is there, Cecilia?
Do I look at it? Does it look magical?
Oh yes.
No, that's definitely magical.
I will definitely be taking a sample of that.
Also,
just-
don't touch it.
Just don't touch it directly, because when I did, I went berserk and tried to eat Rogar. So
Okay, we've not
Stong's
seen
definitely
this
staying away.
before, but you couldn't say, which means you have. Is this?
I couldn't say.
Oh my god! Oh!
I'd really like to say, but I couldn't say.
Can you say whether it's related to the Night King? Is that a thing you can't
I
say?
couldn't say.
Oh, okay.
Someone were going to do a ritual that involved creating endless night. Do you think this would be a good component to use for it?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
I'm trying to figure out how to make you use it. Oh, this is so frustrating. Like, there's no way.
Sarshan
around this
says,
damn
but
gauge.
there are some people who understand rituals better than I do. And Ruin says, that's right. He doesn't understand very much about rituals. I wasn't going to say in general.
Okay. I just. You do know something, and don't know how to get you to tell me. And in the meantime, you keep running in and almost dying. And okay,
you
so
are
this
much
is
closer to
important.
death than me, Sarshan says.
So who
Yes.
should we see about the rituals? Is Ruan you're saying knows about rituals?
Ruin says, I don't know much about rituals, but didn't you say something about having a captive?
Fane.
Fane?
Bane.
Does Fane do rituals?
Sarshan says, I couldn't say.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean-
Interesting.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't, I think we do
That's
have
true.
other choices.
I also think she needs to answer some questions here. So
Mhm.
can we get her out of the ring?
Well,
I-
do we
I-
want to question her in the ring? Would that be better? Because I'm worried she's
Do-
gonna like wiggle out and go away.
Rogar, are
Aye.
you capable of crafting a magical circle?
I can craft a magical circle. I can that'll prevent from teleporting and such.
That's the thing.
I'm not sure if it prevents teleporting out. No, it prevents teleporting in. I'll have to do a little research.
It does. It does.
You can decide which way it points.
Okay.
yeah.
And that would be very useful. She is very slippery.
Aye.
So
Yeah.
before we take her out of the ring, we ought to have Rogar scribe one of these magic circles.
Or we all go in the ring. Maybe Shae
Oh.
takes it back to
Yes,
Firehouse for us, or
I can do that.
I didn't know we could do that.
Maybe we
Shae
just have
does
to go one at a time.
Shae does seem a little bit shaky, but largely in control of her own devices.
I could
Well,
stay
what do-
with you, Shae. I mean, maybe I could offer you a Pegasus ride back.
in style.
Yeah.
I can probably get back fairly easily on my own, but it might take what strength I have left. But I can take the ring back for you.
Rogar.
Aye.
Make an insight check.
Alright.
So Rogar's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he was involved in this battle.
He's wise.
Wise. 18.
you suddenly put something together, which is that creature came out of Shae. You saw it come out of Shae,
Right?
and it had this kind of necrotic substance, much like a bogglewomp. Not exactly the same thing, didn't look the same,
Right.
but now you realize what it's reminding you of.
Okay.
And now that you're interacting with Shae, you realize that Shae seems a little like low energy, like a little down and depressed.
I did notice that, and I put a hand on her arm. My hand's shaking a bit as I'm processing this. I say, are you sure you're all right? Is there anything? What did it feel like when that thing came out of you?
Well, of course, Allie has stepped away at this moment, but
okay.
Snuck away.
Oh, sorry.
Like a rogue.
Yeah.
In the night.
she says, I think it was a manifestation of my despair.
Okay.
That's what it was, despair.
Okay.
We could double check.
Yeah.
Shae, what was that thing?
Sorry, I had accidentally covered up that lower part of that. Anyway, I didn't realize she wasn't there for a second. Sorry.
Anyway, so Rogar asked Shae what that thing was, and I had her say that it felt like it was her despair made manifest, which is, I'm pretty sure what
Yeah,
Shae
that's what
said.
she would have. That's what she would have conveyed.
I want to point out, yes, audience, I noticed that you've been like blinging for Shae just over and over and over again. Like you're definitely trying to get me to do something. Don't worry, it will happen. Just, I can't make treasure manifest out of nowhere in the middle of the field. Okay. All right, fine. I will Resident Evil 8 this.
I mean, nobody said anything, Eric.
And say that no, I'm looking at the audience and what they're doing.
Giant vampire mom? What?
No. Maybe. No. And when the thing perished, it turned into black crystal, and you're able to harvest it and sell it. That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
Wait.
Now stop it with the bling. Okay.
Are you saying there's no goo?
There
There's
is
still goo.
just-
Oh, there's plenty of goo.
There was crystals and goo now.
That's right.
The crystals are safe.
Valuable.
Yeah, it's like when you kill a monster in Resident Evil and they dissolve and there's like bullets just sitting on the ground.
Like that happened somehow. Whatever. Okay.
So Scourge is going to fetch a jar, a good sized sturdy jar, and he's going to also borrow a ladle from the kitchen in there, and he's going to ladle the goo in very carefully, and then
Okay.
he's going to put a lid on it, do all the wax seal on it. and
Necrotic ectoplasmic goo.
he's going to label it liquid despair,
Mhm.
and he will carefully store that.
Okay. All right. We're at 9:10. Do you want to go in and talk to Fane? Do you want to push that to next episode?
Ooh, that's, I would say, next episode.
Yeah, and that gives me a good exit too.
Yeah.
Rogar completed his healing ritual. Everyone
All
gets
right.
20 hit points.
So okay,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Everyone regains 20 hit points. So you're gonna give the ring to Shae to take back to Westgate, and all of you are gonna go into the ring.
Sure.
Okay.
I think Rogar will travel with Shae and talk. It doesn't have to be on screen, but it's like off screen. He's going to
That's
travel
fine.
with her and talk to her.
Sure.
That's fine.
Is it possible that I could get a Pegasus ride instead?
Yeah. Just tell my Pegasus to give you a ride.
Look. If you want to split the party,
Oh,
be
sorry.
my guest.
Sorry. I thought we were all gonna just like start the next thing in Westgate, but if that's
Or
not
the next game,
No.
middle of combat
the
with
ring.
a giant Fane
Yeah,
spider.
you're gonna go talk to Fane and possibly Lilton. But yeah, if you want to split the party and not all confront them, that's totally fine
this
by me.
seems
Oh.
very dangerous for us all to be in the ring. What if something happens to Shae in the ring?
All right, well, we'll discuss this off screen.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for coming with us on this adventure. That was a great battle. I mean, you did take out something very, very powerful, and you should feel proud for that.
That was scary. That was a good monster.
That was good.
Um,
Yeah.
And so tune in next week to see what Fane has in terms of answers, and the Irregulars will be getting back to Westgate and seeing what has befallen in their absence. I have been Erik Scott to be the DM of this campaign. Thank you very much for coming with us. This has been the third and final, for now, guest appearance by Allie Pitchford. Tell us about that charity, Allie.
So once again, the charity we're supporting is the National Center for Transgender Equality. They are a group that advocates to change policies and society to increase understanding and acceptance of transgender people. And if you need any more information on them or want to check them out, maybe if you want to throw them a donation, the link to their stuff, their page is down in the doobly-doo down below. And yeah.
Awesome.
Also, tell them where they can find you and what are you up to. This is where you
yes.
get to we get to promote yourself.
Yep,
Yes,
please do.
You can find me on Twitter at Lexi Phoenix, Fenix. I also have a YouTube channel, which is Tiny Owlbear Gaming, where I am currently playing Dragon Age Inquisition. And I'm also a writer. I have written a short story that is now available in the Apex World of Dinosaurs anthology that is available for purchase on Amazon.
Nice.
Awesome. Aaron, take it away.
Aaron M. Evans. You can find me on Twitter at Aaron M. Evans. You can catch me now Wednesdays at 11 on twitch.tv/CNE Games for Champions of Lore with B. Dave Walters and Trevor Bettis. Next week, we are going to be talking about Dragonborn and Mehen, your newest idol champion.
Scaly
you know-
Dad, woo!
You can also catch the three of us on our new podcast, writing about dragons and shit.
Nice.
I've been Rhiannon Held. And since we're all authors, there are various places that you can check out our books. One is in the Amazon widget that's on our Twitch page. The other is at dungeonscrawlers.com. So take a look and maybe try some of them out.
Hey, I'm Yang Yang Wang. Stick tuned after this and we'll go raid a random channel.
Nice.
I'm Stephen Merlino. You can also find our past videos on our YouTube channel, linked on our Twitch page below. Be sure to click the doobly-doo down below to support us and subscribe, and the bell to get notified as we add new content.
I'm Randy Henderson, and the adventure continues over on our Discord, where we're chatting about the game, about role playing in general, all kinds of fun stuff, and we have occasional editions of Realms-inspired fiction, including stories about young Cecilia, her origin story, and others. So please come check that all out on our Discord. Links on our website, dungeonscrawlers.com. And until next time, stay scrawly.